The True Christmas, a Covenant Ministries edition. It was a frosty Christmas Eve. The town was bustling with pomp and fun. People hurrying in the streets to reach their homes or gatherings to enjoy the Christmas Eve. The town looks like a dream to every passerby. Huge Christmas trees twisted with lights at the stores, Santa busy with kids' photo shoots, the jingle man with bells in his hands greeting people outside the stores was just amazing. The snow doing its job covering treetops, rooftops, and standing on the young girls' big lashes. And every kitchen in the town preparing dinner for the night. The church bells ringing to signal the Christmas Eve service. This is really the most wonderful time of the year. This was not the same with Andrew and his two kids who live in the woods close to the town. Andrew tried hard in the morning to sell some Christmas trees and a few of his native scene paintings to make money, but he had a disappointing one. So he starts off to the town with his two kids, Percy and Joy, on the frosty Christmas Eve, not to enjoy the pomp in the city, but to try his fortune one last time by selling a few of his paintings, a few of his children's toys, and leftover Christmas trees from the morning sales. The trio of them stations outside a famous mall. "Hello, sir. Would you like to buy one Christmas tree?" "No, man. I already have one." "A painting at least, or a toy? I know you will not be having such a painting at home." "Yes, man. But what do I do with this old style painting? I don't see any Santa's Claus sleigh bells in the painting. Keep it for yourself and get updated." Andrew faced the same kind of response till late evening. He was all down and broken because he does not have enough money to provide his kids with proper dinner for Christmas. People kept rejecting his paintings and trees because they are not attractive. "Excuse me, sir, would you like to buy one Christmas tree or a painting or a toy?" "No thanks. I have no room for Christmas this year. All the year has been so bad with me." "But Christmas is not all about bad or good in your life. Leave me alone, man. I have no time for your lecture." He went into the mall. Andrew and his kids were a happy family when his wife Kathy was alive. She was well educated and worked as a teacher, and Andrew, being having done just schooling, worked as a truck driver on a dairy farm. Kathy's sickness craved all their savings. Kathy's death brought deep grief to the family, especially Andrew had gone through great mental turmoil. During this time, he lost his job for making a few mistakes in the dispatch of milk to the distributors. Though he did not recover from the incident, he had to overcome it to provide for his children. From then onwards, he started cutting books and did several odd jobs to provide for his family. At the same time, he, being a good artist, started selling his paints to earn extra money. But due to irregular employment, he became helpless to provide his children even the basic necessities sometimes. A group of young boys and girls were standing at the place chit-chatting. Andrew asks them to buy a tree, a painting, or a toy. One of them replies, "Sorry, man. How can you ever expect us to buy these oldie stuff? We already have better things at home. We have built a big Santa town in the house. By the way, don't come with this crap next year. This is my valuable advice." Just then, Mrs. George, who was Andrew's colleague at the dairy farm, halts to greet them. He asks her to buy a tree or a painting. She rejects, saying that she is not interested to celebrate Christmas anyway, and goes into the mall. Outside the mall, there are two security personnel standing. Andrew goes to them and tries to please them to buy any of the three items he has. One of them says that he does not want this kind of stuff and that his kids would not at all enjoy them. "I have an 8-feet Christmas tree at home, man. It's filled with lightning and reindeer, Santa socks, candy canes, and whatnot. I have no need to buy this old stuff." The second one says that he had a broken relationship and does not want to celebrate Christmas this year. One more time, Andrew requests the young people standing there to buy one of the things. "Sirs and madams, can you buy any of these things? I know that you don't need them. or you don't want them at all, but you can give it to somebody who need them. And one of them replies, "Sorry man, we don't want to give this stuff to anyone. Please stop bothering us. We are waiting for the big Santa's ride." Andrew, heartbroken for his children's pathetic condition, weeps and asks them to forgive him. It was a hard day for Andrew and his kids because they could not make enough money for Christmas. Andrew was all upset and asks his children to forgive him for being a failure. "Sorry, dear ones, I failed to provide you this Christmas joy this year. Had your mother been, it would have been different. But believe me, I love you both dearly as your mom did, though I could not buy you a good Christmas tree or a candy cane or gifts or new clothes. I have no money to even give you a good meal. With this money, we can have nothing but a loaf of bread and a cornmeal. Please forgive me." Then his son interrupts him and hugs him. So does his daughter. "Dad, you are the best dad in the world. We are not missing the Christmas joy as you think. Christmas is not all about these things. It's about Jesus and his sacrifice. This is what you and Mom always told. Why do you ask us to forgive you? We might not have lightnings in and outside the house or around the Christmas tree, but we have the true light in our hearts, and that light is Jesus. We don't need new clothes because we have a new heart to accept life the way it is, with the hope that Jesus will take care of us one day. We don't need a wonderful meal to celebrate the birth of Jesus when we understand the purpose why he came into this world. All this pomp and hush in the town will perish on 25th night, but the joy that Jesus, the Son of God, came into this world as a poor boy and died for sinners like us to bring the light of salvation in our lives will never perish. And don't worry about gifts. Jesus gave himself to the cross as a gift for us. This is the happiest thing for us. The biggest gift for us is Jesus. Am I not right, Dad? You are right, my son. You have a brave heart like your mother. Dad, interrupts the 7-year-old daughter, I don't want a candy cane because the love of Jesus is sweeter than the candy canes. He gave me a wonderful dad who takes care of me, who loves me, and a big brother who can take care of me when you're out for work. This is my gift and it makes me happy. Dad, his son continues, we celebrate Christmas to honor the birth of Jesus. Though we could not celebrate Christmas like others, we truly honor him in our hearts, and he knows that. And we are happier than anyone standing here, I believe. Soon, Andrew's son picks up a Christmas tree and greets Mrs. George, who came out of the mall, and gives her the Christmas tree. Here, Mrs. George, Merry Christmas, please take this tree. No, Sonny, I already said I don't want it. Oh, we are not selling it. We are giving it to share the joy of Christmas with you, because we care for you as Jesus does. Do you care for me? Yes, of course, Mrs. George. But it's because of my repeated complaints your father lost his job. Maybe, but we still care for you. Jesus cared for us despite our mistakes, so we should care for others. Thank you, Sonny. Percy intervenes and gives her a toy to hang on the tree. As Mrs. George bends to take the toy, Percy hugs her warmly. This act of Percy moved her heart. Andrew, I'm ashamed of my intolerant acts. Please forgive me. Oh, please, Mrs. George, don't mention. God loves you, take care. Andrew, after 5 years of singleness, your kids brought back the spirit of Christmas in me. Thanks a lot. Mrs. George leaves the place with great joy. One of the security at the mall who was watching all this came to them and appreciated them for opening his understanding of what true Christmas is. My 8-feet Christmas tree doesn't bring me the joy, but the realization of the truth that Jesus came into this world as a lamb of sacrifice for sinners like me is the true Christmas. And continues, yes, we should honor him in our hearts more than we honor him with the worldly preparations. The security tries to buy one of Andrew's paintings, but Andrew says that the time of sale has closed and it's gifting time, so he did not take money from the security. Andrew's son Joy goes to the group of young people who made fun of them and gives them a Christmas tree and a nativity scene painting. He says, Sir, You have built a big Christmas town in the house, which you have to dismantle after 25th. But Jesus kept for us a big house that will never be dismantled or destroyed. And it keeps growing with us bigger and bigger. Please accept this Christmas gift and give it to cheer up someone in need. Merry Christmas. The group stands speechless to what Joyce says. After seeing all this, the other security who was standing there comes to them and greets them Merry Christmas. He confesses that Christmas should not be attached to personal calamities. It is the joy that Jesus, the Savior of this world, was born for all of us. He says that he shouldn't cancel Christmas and that the conversation brought peace into his heart and he is no more burdened like he had been till a little while back. Andrew and his children wind up everything and walks back to the house in the woods. The woods are silent and freezing. Andrew, Percy, and Joyce say their prayer and get ready to lie down and sleep. Before they fell into a deep sleep, they hear some murmurs and low noises as if someone had come into their house. Soon there was a knock on the door, and when they peeped through the door, they saw the tree in front of their house fully decorated. Then they heard voices singing carols. Andrew and his kids go out to see what was happening outside. It was a few of the young people who they met at the mall. They all shouted, "Merry Christmas!" and shook hands with the three. The young group confessed that the two little kids made them understand what the true Christmas is. Your kids are truly lovely. They brought the true Christmas light into our lives. They said that they have followed them to the woods to know where they live and went back to get all this. They said they have brought some good Christmas meal and would like to have it along with the three of them. The night was a wonderful night. All of them prayed and ate together. There was singing and praying all through the night.